Danny Hylton, 2 goals, a yellow card, a lot of controversy in the game, but most importantly through to the second round of the FA Cup for Luton Town. Your thoughts on that 90 minutes?
It was in the end a decent result. It started out a bit tricky. Exeter started better than us, a bit more tempo, wanted it a bit more than us, but you know, the message at half time was the gaffer wasn't happy, and he said that we have to raise the tempo, raise the energy, and they're a given, you know. If people are working hard on you and want it more, then that doesn't come down to quality or anything, that just comes down to a mindset. And so we had to quickly change that and start working hard and run around a little bit more, and once we did that, we sort of knew our quality would come through. The
early chance though, a penalty, you were brought down and stepped up to take it yourself. Just talk to us about, I mean, you made a good run across the area. Exeter fans perhaps saying it was a little soft. What was the contact?
Yeah, they would do, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
If it was Ruben Reid that went down and got the penalty, I'm sure they'd say it was an obvious penalty. He's great on the ball, he's a great player, so I knew once he got his head up, you know, when you've got players like that, you just have to make little runs and then players will find you. He did that, it was a perfect pass, and I've put my left foot across the defender and he's clipped me and gone down and got a penalty. And straight away you've jumped up, grabbed the ball. Now there's a lot of talk about some teams, if the player gets fouled, he doesn't take the penalty. Cameron's obviously the normal penalty taker, but wasn't in the starting 11 until Johnny's out. All of that conspired. At the end of the day, you stepped up and you scored, but a cheeky chip down the middle, that was a bit risky. Yeah, a little bit, but it went in, you know. And I just said, I made up my mind last night when I was watching the Swindon game. They got a penalty, and I realised that Cam wasn't starting today, so I knew that I'd be taking the penalties. So I made up my mind last night. From with Johnny Mullins, I told him that I'll be chipping it down the middle. His response, he said if I missed it, he wouldn't be too happy as well. But you know, once I made up my mind, I just try not to change it and just try and be confident with it. And thankfully it went in. And the keeper seemed to move early as well to give you even more insight of putting it straight down the middle. Yeah, because I normally go to it that way, and I sort of thought, if he has any information on that or anything, then he might know. So yeah, thankfully it went in. But